Hey guys, it's Gene Glenn here, and I have decided to tell you guys a story that happened about a month ago, 2 weeks before Christmas time at a friend's house. At the time I had family staying over, so you know what it's like when you get like 10-year-olds running around the house. You want to leave the house and get away, so I did, and I decided to go to James's house. See, I have two friends that live across the road from each other, Jeff and James. They both have YouTube channels. I'm going to link in the description. And whenever I'm at either of the house, the other one comes over after work or whenever they're free. So when I go to my friend's house, we kind of do shit that isn't very smart. Like the past 4 times I've gone there, I think I've got a haircut every single time, and one of the other two have got a haircut every single time. So I was staying at James's house, and Jeff decides to come over after work. The thing is, we can't do shit on a whim. Like, we don't really put a lot of thought into things. Anyway, James had recently got a haircut a few days before, about a week before, and whoever gave him the haircut put bald patches all throughout his hair. So he wanted a haircut, and Jeff also wanted a haircut because his hair was getting long on the sides, and Jeff doesn't like his hair long on the sides because he's like shaves the sides and keeps the top long. So Jeff asked James to get a haircut, and James asked to get a haircut in return, and they both agreed, like, I'll cut your hair if you cut mine. So the next thing happened, Jeff sits down in the bathroom on the chair to go get ready for his haircut, and James goes to get the clippers. James hands Jeff the size, and Jeff chooses a 4 because it's not too short and it's not too long, just to get a bit of a size into it. So James connects the hair cutters and then starts to clip Jeff's hair, but the clippers aren't cutting because Jeff's hair is already below a 4. So the next thing that happens is goes to get the sizes for the hair clippers, but the thing is with these hair clippers, they have like 2 different sizings. One of them is the 1, 2, 3 and 4, which are normal sizes that you would expect to get from a hair clippers, but then he also had 1, 2 and 3, which were a lot smaller than the sizes that you would usually get from 1, 2 and 3. So next thing, Jeff chooses the 3, which is 1 below a 4, just, you know, so, to make sure he doesn't cut it too short. And then James connects the hair cutters. At this point I go out to get a drink because I was kind of thirsty, and then I hear the hair clipper stop. And then I hear James's voice say, "Okay, don't freak out." I am curious of what's happening, and I walk into the bathroom to see what's happening. And the moment I see Jeff's hair, I knew something was wrong. Like the size, the 3 he'd chosen wasn't a normal size 3. It had shaven his hair down to like the 1 centimeter length mark. So he looked really weird now because me, Jeff and James all have the same style of haircut as I said before, like short on the sides and long on the top, but Jeff never cut the top because he was trying to do like a man bun, so he had really long hair on top and really short hair on the sides. So what ended up happening is he sort of looked like The Weeknd and Mo of the Three Stooges, you know, the guy with the bowl cut. But so it looked really weird, like, because at the point his hair was spiky, so it's more like The Weeknd, but when Jeff's hair's down, it's like Mo. So next up was James. James took the 3 sizes, the 1, 2 and 3, and compared them by looking at them. See, I don't know how he did it, but he somehow decided that the 1 was bigger than the 3. So James sat down and Jeff started to cut James's hair. So if the 3 was only 1 centimeter, then what do you think the 1 was? Yep, James had almost no hair left. He was bald. He was shaven down to the 1 millimeter mark. His haircut, the one strip Jeff did, was lower than bald spots that the last hairdresser put in his hair. So at this point I've got like a video I can add in of Jeff and James. James is the one at the front, turn around, you can see Jeff walk in the back, but you can't see Jeff's hair is good. So after James finished getting his haircut, he was bald on the side, as I said, and then for some reason they both looked at me. See, I hadn't agreed to get my haircut beforehand, so like I thought I was just like a third party just watching, but then because they both screwed up, they both looked at me and asked me to get a haircut. Like, not really asked, they demanded that I got a haircut. So I didn't want to get a haircut, but they like guilt tripped me into it by saying, "Oh, you're such a dick if you don't get your haircut," and shit like that. So eventually I caved in, I thought to myself, like, you're supposed to do stupid shit with your friends, aren't you? So I sat down and I chose the number 2, which was a size that between Jeff and James. I had only had my hair cut recently, like a week before, so my hair was already short, so when I thought about it, I didn't really mind that it was going to be like a little bit shorter. So after I was done, I checked myself in the mirror, as you do. You got to make sure you're looking good, and like it wasn't too bad because my top wasn't so long. Like they both said that my hair looked better than both of theirs. So yeah, this has been my story, guys, of my stupid haircut. I'm sorry it wasn't too long. It's just not a big story to talk about. If you guys want to start hearing more of these like story time things, I can start uploading them more often. Maybe make them like a every third video upload type thing. And as I said at the start of the video, I will link James and Jeff's YouTube channels in the description. Jeff also did a video about this story, so I'll link that in the description as well. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.